Most Audis become expensive nightmares after 100,000 miles. But these 10 insider secrets can make any Audi run like new for 300,000 plus miles. Stay till the end, because I'll reveal the one deadly mistake that destroys most Audi engines. Number 10. Fix oil consumption on 2.0 TFSI engines. The 2.0 TFSI engine oil consumption problem is legendary among Audi owners, and ignoring it will destroy your engine completely. This isn't just inconvenience, it's a design flaw that requires immediate attention to prevent catastrophic failure. Early generations of the 2.0 TFSI engine, specifically the EA888 Gen 1 and Gen 2, found in many models from 2008 to 2012, were notorious for excessive oil consumption due to faulty piston ring design. According to Consumer Reports and extensive Audi World Forum documentation, these engines can consume a quart of oil every 1,000 miles. Here's what happens when you ignore oil consumption. The faulty piston rings allow oil to burn in the combustion chamber, creating carbon deposits that worsen the problem. As oil levels drop, remaining oil breaks down from heat and contamination. Eventually, oil starvation destroys bearings, pistons, and the entire engine. The permanent fix requires Stage 2 repair with new pistons and rings, costing $4,000 to $6,000. If you can't afford the repair immediately, you must check oil levels every 500 to 1,000 miles and top off religiously. Ignoring this will lead to complete engine replacement costing $12,000 to $15,000. Audi specialist data from FCP Euro shows that engines receiving the Stage 2 repair or diligent oil monitoring can reach 200,000 plus miles. Those that ignore oil consumption typically fail catastrophically between 80,000 and 120,000 miles. This secret alone determines whether your Audi lasts or dies young. Number 9. Don't believe lifetime transmission fluid. Audi's lifetime transmission fluid claim is the most expensive lie in automotive history. This marketing myth is designed to sell you a new car when your transmission fails prematurely, not to make your Audi last 300,000 miles. According to Consumer Reports investigations and class action lawsuit documentation, Audi's lifetime fluids are engineered to last through warranty, not your car's actual lifetime. The DSG and S-tronic transmissions are particularly sensitive to fluid degradation and require regular service. Here's what really happens with lifetime transmission fluid. The fluid becomes acidic and starts eating internal seals and clutch packs. Metal particles from normal wear contaminate the fluid, accelerating component damage. The complex hydraulic systems in DSG transmissions require clean fluid to operate properly. The real maintenance schedule. Audi doesn't want you to know. Change DSG transmission fluid and filter every 40,000 miles for $400. Change conventional automatic transmission fluid every 60,000 miles for $300. Ignore this schedule and pay $4,000 to $6,000 for transmission replacement. Independent Audi specialist data shows that transmissions with regular fluid changes have failure rates 90% lower than those following Audi's lifetime recommendations. ECS tuning technical data confirms this is one of the most critical maintenance items for Audi longevity. This secret alone can save you thousands in transmission repairs. Number 8. Replace timing chain components proactively. Audi timing chains are supposed to last forever, but the plastic guides and hydraulic tensioners fail predictably, causing catastrophic engine damage that costs more than most cars are worth. This failure happens without warning and destroys engines in seconds. On many Audi engines, including the 4.2-liter V8 and some 2.0T and 3.0T models, the plastic timing chain guides become brittle with age and heat cycles. According to Consumer Reports and Audis forum data, these guides typically fail between 80,000 and 120,000 miles. Here's the deadly sequence when timing components fail. The plastic guides crack and break apart. Chain slack increases until the chain jumps timing. On interference engines, pistons hit valves at full compression, bending valves and potentially cracking pistons and cylinder heads. The telltale warning sign is a rattling noise on cold startup that goes away after a few seconds. This is your timing chain tensioner struggling to maintain proper tension. Once you hear this rattle, you have limited time before catastrophic failure occurs. Proactive timing chain service costs $1,500 to $2,500, but prevents $8,000 to $15,000 in engine damage. Audi specialist data shows that engines receiving preventive timing service at 80,000 miles have a 95% chance of reaching 200,000 plus miles. Wait for failure, and you're looking at complete engine replacement. Number 7. Address carbon buildup every 60,000 miles. Direct injection engines suffer from carbon buildup that chokes performance and eventually destroys valves. This is an unavoidable consequence of modern engine design that requires regular professional cleaning to prevent expensive damage. Audi's direct injection engines spray fuel directly into the combustion chamber, bypassing the intake valves. According to Consumer Reports and Pelican Parts technical data, this means the intake valves never get washed by fuel, allowing carbon deposits to accumulate over time. Here's what happens as carbon builds up on intake valves. Airflow into the cylinders becomes restricted, reducing power and fuel economy. The rough carbon surface creates hot spots that cause pre-ignition and knock. Eventually, carbon chunks break off and damage pistons, valves, and cylinder heads. The symptoms start subtly: rough idle, hesitation during acceleration, and reduced fuel economy. By the time you notice significant performance loss, the carbon buildup is severe and may have caused permanent damage to valve seats and combustion chambers. Professional walnut blasting service every 60,000 to 80,000 miles costs $600 to $800, but prevents thousands in engine damage. FCP Euro data shows that engines receiving regular carbon cleaning maintain like-new performance for 200,000 plus miles. Ignore this service and expect major engine problems by 120,000 miles. Number 6. Use only OEM-approved fluids. Generic fluids destroy Audi engines and transmissions even when you're diligent about change intervals. Audi's precision engineering requires specific fluid formulations that generic brands simply cannot match, leading to premature component failure. Audi engines and transmissions are designed with specific material properties and tolerances in mind. According to J.D. Power reliability studies and Audi's internal engineering data, using non-approved fluids causes seal failure, internal corrosion, and component damage at 3 times the normal rate. Here's what happens when you use the wrong fluids. Generic engine oil lacks the specific viscosity modifiers and detergent packages required for Audi's aluminum construction and tight tolerances. Wrong transmission fluid causes clutch pack slippage and valve body damage in DSG systems. The approved specifications you must use: VW 504.00/507.00 engine oil for most modern Audis, G13 coolant for proper corrosion protection, Audi-approved DSG fluid for dual-clutch transmissions. These fluids cost $20 to $30 more per service but prevent thousands in repairs. Consumer Reports data shows that Audis using correct fluid specifications have 40% fewer engine and transmission problems over 150,000 miles. Independent Audi specialist data confirms that fluid specification is more important than change intervals. Use the right fluids religiously, and your Audi will reward you with reliability. Number 5. Find an Audi specialist, not a generic mechanic. The biggest secret to affordable high-mileage Audi ownership is finding a trustworthy independent mechanic who specializes in Audis. Generic shops lack the knowledge, tools, and experience to properly maintain these complex German machines. Audi specialists have the same diagnostic equipment and technical knowledge as dealerships, but charge significantly lower labor rates. According to RepairPal data, independent Audi specialists charge 30% to 50% less than dealerships while providing superior service quality. Here's what separates Audi specialists from generic mechanics. They understand common failure patterns and can prevent problems before they occur. They stock Audi-specific parts and know which aftermarket brands are reliable. They have the specialized tools required for complex procedures like DSG service and timing chain replacement. Real example from an Audi specialist shop: a customer brought a 2010 A4 with rough idle to a generic shop. They replaced spark plugs and ignition coils for $800, but the problem persisted. The Audi specialist immediately diagnosed carbon buildup and performed walnut blasting for $600, completely solving the issue. The generic shop wasted $800 on unnecessary repairs because they didn't understand direct injection engines. The specialist fixed the real problem for less money and prevented future engine damage. This knowledge difference can save you thousands over your Audi's lifetime. Number 4. Master the MMI Reset. Audi's multimedia interface system controls everything from navigation to climate control, and when it glitches, it can disable critical vehicle functions. Learning the simple MMI reset procedure can save you hundreds in unnecessary dealer visits. Modern Audis are essentially computers on wheels, and like any computer, the software occasionally freezes or malfunctions. According to Audi World Forum data and dealer service bulletins, many MMI problems can be resolved with a simple reset procedure that takes less than 5 minutes. Here's how to perform an MMI reset on most Audi models. Hold the menu button and the rotary knob simultaneously for 10 to 20 seconds until the screen goes black. Wait for the system to reboot completely. This clears temporary software glitches and restores normal operation. Common problems solved by MMI reset include frozen navigation screens, Bluetooth connectivity issues, climate control malfunctions, and audio system failures. Dealers charge $150 to $200 for software updates that often aren't necessary when a simple reset solves the problem. Audi Forum data shows that owners who master the MMI reset procedure save an average of $500 per year in unnecessary dealer visits. This simple knowledge prevents frustration and keeps your Audi's complex electronics functioning properly without expensive intervention. Number 3. Be proactive with cooling system replacement. Audi cooling systems are designed to fail catastrophically around 100,000 miles, but replacing key components at 80,000 miles prevents 90% of overheating disasters that destroy engines worth more than most people's cars. The plastic components in Audi cooling systems, water pump, thermostat housing, expansion tank, and various hoses, become brittle with age and heat cycles. According to Consumer Reports data and extensive Audizine documentation, cooling system failure is a leading cause of Audi engine death. Here's the deadly progression when cooling components fail. A small leak develops in the expansion tank or a hose connection. Coolant level drops gradually, but the temperature gauge reads normal because there's enough coolant to fool the sensor. Then catastrophic failure occurs without warning. When the cooling system fails completely, your engine overheats in minutes. Aluminum cylinder heads warp from thermal stress. Head gaskets blow from pressure differentials. In worst cases, the engine block cracks, requiring complete engine replacement costing $15,000 to $20,000. Proactive cooling system replacement at 80,000 miles costs $1,200 to $1,500, but prevents catastrophic engine damage. Replace the water pump, thermostat, expansion tank, and all major hoses as a complete system. Audi specialist data shows this preventive service gives you a 95% chance of reaching 200,000 plus miles without overheating problems. Number 2, listen to your suspension. Audi's sophisticated air suspension systems provide incredible ride quality, but are prone to expensive failures that can bankrupt your ownership experience. Learning to recognize early warning signs can save you thousands in emergency repairs. Higher-end Audis like the A6, A8, and Q7 use complex air suspension systems with multiple sensors, compressors, and air struts. According to Consumer Reports and RepairPal data, these systems typically develop problems between 80,000 and 120,000 miles. with repair costs often exceeding $5,000. Here's how to catch air suspension problems early. Listen for a constantly running air compressor, which indicates a leak in an air strut or connecting line. Watch for uneven ride height or the car sitting lower on one corner. Pay attention to suspension warning lights on the dashboard. The key is addressing small leaks before they destroy the air compressor. A leaking air strut costs $800 to $1,200 to replace. But if the leak forces the compressor to run continuously, it will burn out, adding another $1,500 to $2,000 to your repair bill. Audi forum data shows that owners who address suspension leaks immediately save an average of $2,000 compared to those who wait for complete system failure. Early intervention prevents the cascade of failures that makes air suspension repair so expensive. Number 1. Think like a German engineer. The ultimate secret that separates Audis lasting 300,000 miles from those dying at 100,000 is mindset. You must think like a German engineer who designed these cars as precision machines, not like a typical owner who treats cars as disposable appliances. According to Consumer Reports and interviews with former Audi engineers, these vehicles are designed to reward meticulous maintenance and punish neglect. They're not Toyotas that tolerate abuse. They're German engineering that demands respect and proper care. Here's the engineer mindset that changes everything. Maintenance is investment, not expense. Prevention is always cheaper than repair. Quality parts and fluids are non-negotiable. Documentation and records are critical for warranty claims and resale value. Small problems become big problems if ignored. The proof exists in German taxi fleets with 500,000 plus miles on original engines and transmissions. The difference between these high-mileage Audis and failed ones isn't luck. It's following engineering principles rather than owner convenience. Real-world example. An Audi owner spending $2,500 per year on preventive maintenance will spend $25,000 over 10 years. An owner who defers maintenance will spend $40,000 plus in repairs over the same period, plus deal with constant breakdowns and unreliability. Consumer Reports data shows that Audi owners who follow the engineer mindset spend 60% less on repairs over the vehicle's lifetime compared to those who defer maintenance. The engineering is there for 300,000-mile reliability. You just have to respect it. These 10 secrets separate Audi ownership dreams from financial nightmares. The secret formula for Audi longevity combines proactive maintenance, quality fluids, specialist knowledge, and an engineering mindset that treats maintenance as investment. Following these principles costs about $2,500 per year in maintenance, but saves $5,000 plus annually in repairs. According to Consumer Reports data, Audis maintained using these secrets have a 90% chance of reaching 200,000 plus miles without major engine or transmission problems. That's the reliability German engineers designed into these cars when properly maintained. Your Audi is a precision machine that rewards respect and punishes neglect. Treat it like the engineering masterpiece it is, and it will serve you faithfully for decades. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for more content like this. I will see you in the next one.